Good morning, Carolina Center for Spiritual Awakening. It's me, Amy Steinberg. I get to be with you again. As we know, and we hold the high watch for our beloved Christy Snow, Reverend Christy Snow, healing. And so we start with gratitude today. We start with the gratitude that we can be together, that this internet exists. We start with gratitude with this song that you know very well. Here we go. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Come on. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this healing day. This healing day. This healing, this healing day. My friends, thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my wonderful friends, my wonderful friends. Dance it out, my wonderful friends. How about my health, my perfect health? Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My radiant health. My radiant health. How about my life, my glorious life? Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. That's right. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Yeah. My glorious life. My glorious life. Let's sing this day one more time. Just so grateful we can be together. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this healing day. This healing day. This healing day. For our second song today, I want to sing a Harold Payne song called Something Wonderful. I'm not sure if you know this one, so listen to it once through and then you'll get it. You'll pick it up right away. It goes, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. And I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it in my heart. And it won't let go. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. That's the whole song. You got it. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. That again. Sing it with me. Something wonderful. Ooh. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. And I can feel it. And I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my soul, in my heart. I can feel it in my heart. Hey. And it won't let go. Something wonderful. Deep breath in. Again, so grateful to be with you, so happy to be here, knowing again that our beloved Christy Snow is healing, filled with wellness and the holy light. So as we get ready to receive the message today, I invite you to sing this song to trigger that parasympathetic nervous system, to calm you with that deep breathing. I am holy light, imagining that flame flickering in your heart. The love, the light of the divine. I am holy light. in this most perfect now moment, I recognize the good. I recognize the spirit of love showing up and showing off as Carolina Center for Spiritual Awakening in Charlotte, North Carolina, the community that I know and love so well. I recognize and know God as all things, showing up and showing off as each and every thing, each and every moment. And I declare and know for each and every person here a peace, a joy, an abundance, a love, a prosperity, a health, a wealth, a wisdom overflowing. And I know that there is magic going on. There are miracles every moment. Every breath, every heartbeat, it's a miracle, and I declare and know that everyone watching is feeling the love flowing out of me into you, the love and the light, the holy light. And I say thank you, God, for this opportunity to come together, to speak the word, to be the word, to live the word, to dream the word into existence. I say thank you, God, for this day, for this moment, for this love. We say, and so it is. And we sing, I am holy light. Come on. I am holy light. I am holy light. I am one with God. I am one with God. I am one with God. One more time. I am one with God.
Good morning. Today's reading is from Science of Mind from Saturday, January 22nd, 2022. It's titled, It's None of My Business. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Lao Tzu. Prayer is not an act of overcoming God's reluctance, but should be an act of acceptance of His highest willingness. Through prayer, we recognize a spiritual law that has always existed and put ourselves in alignment with it. Ernest Holmes, The Science of Mind, page 152. As a new Science of Mind student, I would passionately pray any spiritual mind treatment. Immediately, I would speculate how my prayer was going to be answered. My prayers were usually about money, since I believed that there wasn't enough to go around. I would wait for the mail to show up, only to find an empty mailbox. I would check to see if any clients called with potential business, but no one called. When I complained to my practitioner, she reminded me that it was none of my business where or how my good would appear. She said, if you continue to look for it, you haven't developed your faith. There are 3 steps to building faith: hope, trust, and gratitude. Hope is a sense of doubtful expectation. We hope something good will happen to us, but underneath, doubts and fears linger. Those doubts and fears produce a type of anxiety called waiting. As we release the doubts and fears, we begin to develop trust. We have a deeper conviction in the creative process of life and develop greater patience. The stress of waiting is replaced by patience and a sense of calmness that all is well. Here was the important part for me, not to look for the demonstration of good, but to give thanks that it was already done. Gratitude is the expansion of faith. I learned it was none of my business how my prayer would be demonstrated, but I now give thanks that it is already received. Lesson learned. The affirmation for today is, I give thanks that what I desire is already received. I'm Kathleen Sharp, and so it is.
I am realistic. I expect miracles. That's from Wayne Dyer. I am realistic. I expect miracles. And from Nora Roberts, who wrote over 225 romance novels, magic exists. Who can doubt it? When there are rainbows and wildflowers, the music and the wind and the silence of the stars. Anyone who has loved has been touched by magic. It is such a simple and extraordinary part of the lives we live. You are a miracle. A miracle. This moment is a miracle. You are a miracle. You are a miracle. This moment is a miracle. Sing it with me. I said, you are a miracle. You are a miracle. This moment is a miracle. Hey, yeah, yeah. You are a miracle. You are a miracle. This moment is a miracle. You are magic. Wake to the gift of the moment of life, a beautiful beam of precious love light. You got everything you need to succeed and rise high. You got the power inside. Ride waves of wonder and listen to the roar of the thunder as the rain pours down, smashing sorrow asunder. You got the most high love, power, presence in you. You are awesome, and that is the divine truth. You got the magic in you. It's in every direction. It's where you place your attention. It's the space of conscious intention. Yeah. See, you are a miracle. You are a miracle. This moment is a miracle. Ooh, we get to choose what we see. We get to define our own reality by opening to the sweet trick of divinity. Yeah. So act as if you got a rabbit in your hat, 'cause imagination is where it's at. Yeah, and the miracle of this moment is so perfect and intense. So take a breath, have some faith, and have some confidence, 'cause you are a miracle. You are a miracle. This moment is a miracle. Hey, you are a miracle. You are a miracle. That moment is a miracle. You know, Ellen DeGeneres once said that an example of a modern miracle is the self-flushing toilet. How many miracles can you spot in one day? Right here, right now in winter, you can just see the miracle of life everywhere, right? I mean, you can look up in the trees and you can see that space that's being created for new things that are going to bloom in the spring, and you will see those buds popping and blooming again. You will see the miraculous movement of the clouds in the sky. If you just look outside, you will see miracles everywhere. You will see the clouds releasing the rain, the snow, and the cycles of life, and nature will just show you all the miracles, right? It's a simple way to see miracles. Just step outside. And if we're not in awe, we're not paying attention. Say it with me. If we're not in awe, we're not paying attention. And so my question for you and for myself today, as we enter this, new year, and we enter this this new space of awareness, and we kind of come out, hopefully, of this pandemic, is what are you paying attention to? It's always the same question. Are you paying attention? And what are you paying attention to? We can take responsibility for our lives, woohoo, and jump into the driver's seat of our consciousness and literally change our lives. Change your thinking, change your life. What you focus on grows. Where attention goes, energy flows. All right? Science of Mind 101, right? Let's be clear here. It matters. It matters what we pay attention to. It matters what we focus upon. It matters because we live in a web of consciousness that connects thought to form to experience, and each and every one of us matters. We are matter. We cannot separate ourselves from each other. At the quantum level, we are all vibrating as uniformed jello soup, and we create the reality that we see based on the attention that we give it. And if we want to know how we're doing, we can just look at our life. That's one of my favorite and least favorite gifts of New Thought. If you want to know what you believe, look at your life. And either we believe that everything is a miracle or nothing is. Albert Einstein said there are only two ways to live your life. I'm sure Christy has quoted this many, many times. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle, and the other is as though everything is a miracle. You know this quote. Albert Einstein simplifies it. Two categories, right? There's either looking at everything as ordinary, no big whoop, or creating that awareness, the ability to see the miraculous in every tiny thing. So sing it with me. You are a miracle. You are a miracle. This moment is a miracle. It's true. You are a miracle. Yes, a miracle. This moment is a miracle. So wake to the gift of the moment of this life. You're a beautiful beam of precious love light. You got everything you need to succeed and rise high. You got the power inside. Ride the waves of wonder and listen to the roar of the thunder as the rain pours down, smashing sorrow asunder. You have the most high love, power, presence in you. You are awesome, and that is the divine truth. So where are you paying attention? I was healing from a big operation a few months ago, and it was easy to recognize the magical miracle of my body healing itself, and I am so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for the miracle of television during that time, because I had the pleasure of watching a few seasons of a wonderful show called Last Chance U. And if you happen to like documentaries or sports, then you will definitely, of course, enjoy this series. And it's about junior college athletes who are given a second chance after, being kicked out for drugs or misbehavior, academic issues. And they're given this opportunity to go to a junior college to repair the damage that they have created and create new pathways for a better future. And I love this show so much because it reminds me of the miracle of transformation and the miracle of skill and passion and dreams and desires. And during the season, there's these last few games where you're down to the last 5 seconds and then one last throw, and the momentum is crazy in the stands and the people are going wild, and there's this beautiful pressure, and then there's that Hail Mary, that moment, that miraculous moment where you see the ball sailing through the air and people go wild. It's just an extraordinary thing. It's magic. And of course, if you've ever been to a sporting event and seen these moments, it's really powerful and beautiful. And it's just as powerful and beautiful watching the journey of the young man who doesn't believe in himself, in an academic sense, and, watching the academic advisor help him and teach him that he's good enough. And it's such a beautiful world that we live in, that change is possible and that we can truly do amazing things. Reminds me of the Janice Stanfield song, "You will do amazing things." Life is truly a magical miracle. And you, my friend, are a magician, a bona fide magician. So I want to talk a little bit about magic. That's the title of this talk, is Magic, Miracles and Magic, Magic and Miracles. Let's have fun with a little acronym, because I know that Reverend Christy loves an acronym. So we're going to do an acronym for the word magic. And if you don't know, you might have heard in a song of mine, my actual first love was an actual magician. And I learned about the trade a little bit, and I learned a little bit about tricks, and it's quite an interesting skill and a calling. It's not easy to make things disappear and to cut people in half. And it's actually a skill, and it's something that takes years of learning and dedication. And so I thought, why don't we look at magic through the eyes of spiritual seekers, through the eyes of people who wish to grow and strengthen our faith in the good of the world, and see through the eyes of miracles. You see, we're all magicians, and we are all miracles, and we're all practicing our magic, this magic of living in the presence, this magic of manifesting our dreams, creating peace and joy in our hearts, cultivating that world that works for everyone. So let's take a look at how magicians do it, and then turn it on its head for spirituality. So M is for misdirection. The magician gets you to look over here and look over there, and he can pull the rabbit out of the hat, right? And while we're looking over there, the trick was happening. And that's where we place our attention. And that's what makes the magician succeed. And so for us, where we look matters. I've said that already. What we focus on matters. It's so important to remember this, especially when we feel that darker stuff, when the moods come up, And these are important too. Don't get me wrong. We need our grief. We need our sorrow. It creates space for more happiness and joy. We need that full rainbow of expression. It's very, very important. But I know for one that I do not wish to live in worry and fear. I do not wish to cultivate hate or feed negativity in the world. And I don't think you do either, else you wouldn't be at a New Thought church. We are consciously putting our mind on the good. And this is how we can expand and evolve. So, I've had some post-holiday blues, and I feel icky, couldn't really put my finger on it. So I said to my girlfriend, can we do some gratitudes? And we started, listing gratitudes back and forth, and it shifted my energy. And it's something that we do to create the magic in our lives, to misdirect or redirect our energy to the positive vibes. So remember, of course, that where attention goes, energy flows. So that's your M, misdirection. A, act natural. When the magician has the dove up his sleeve or a fake thumb on, you don't know it. You don't know that he's holding a marked deck or many, many other tricks that they hide, the trap doors, the fake bottoms, It's imperative that the magician fakes it till they make it. And this is the same for the spiritual seeker. Amen. Fake it till you make it. It's a great practice to keep the magic going. We may not feel like taking an action, but we can do it anyway. And then we can act natural while we're doing it. I might not like to be in a job with responsibility or in a relationship that's drama-free. It might be more comfortable to be in struggle or pain, but hey, it takes some time to unknot childhood stuff or habits or, whatever, but we can feel the fear and do it anyway. We can take the step before the stone appears. We can leap and the net, leap and the net will appear, right? It may not be natural, but after some practice, it becomes natural. I taught piano for years, and I was classically trained with piano. And when you first learn to do a scale, you reach your thumb under, and it's very unnatural. But then it just becomes this muscle memory. I can do it with my eyes closed. I'm not showing off. I'm just showing what practice does, right? And we can do this with everything. We can practice joy and peace and happiness, abundance, wisdom, all the qualities of a wonderful life, a magical life. We can get attuned to it with practice. For G, get clear. Get clear. A magician knows precisely the moves that he will make. My boyfriend years ago would practice these moves with the cards, and the coins, and he would practice it over and over and over again. So the magician as the magician, we as seekers can also be precise as well, and we can get clear. We have to get clear on what we desire. Get clear on what it means to be happy. What does it mean for us to grow? How can we get clear with the vision of our lives? I try to get clear on how I wish to feel and how I want to be, if I want to feel inspired or creative, connected. So I meditate on these feelings, and I have faith that they will become clear. That these desires and dreams will become clear and they will become manifested. And it doesn't have to be specific as far as, knowing. It has to be clear in the feeling tone of things, knowing what we wish to feel and getting clear about it. That's how it manifests in our lives. This is the magic, getting clear. I is for imagination and inspiration. The magician depends on your imagination in order to succeed at tricking you. The magician is hoping that you are ready to use your imagination and you are ready to be wowed. And we know it's a trick, right? We don't really think that a woman is cut in half, do we? We just fall into the illusion. We have fun with it. And this is what we get to do when it comes to manifesting our realities. What inspires you? What do you want to create? Imagine it. Imagine what it would feel like in different scenarios. Take the time in your meditation to picture it, to vision. What would it be like to be at that job that you wish to do? What would it be like to be, in a happy relationship, or to have a lot of money? What would you do with that money if you had it? Imagination is the true magic carpet, Norman Vincent Peale said. It is the place where we can seek out our clarity, where we can think about what will feel good to us. I start to picture something, and I become surprised. I become surprised when there it is. So surprise yourself. And then finally, C is for confidence, which is another word for faith, really. Have confidence. The magician has confidence. And if she doesn't, then you're going to see right past that trick, right? The word con man comes to mind, Con man means confidence. I got some swampland to sell you in Florida, says the con man, with such confidence that you break out your checkbook. Confidence is at the root of magic. And it's also where we can really see changes taking place in our lives spiritually. When we're confident in our God, when we're confident in that great power of the intelligence of the universe, we can create with ease and grace. From Ernest Holmes, confidence and love alone cast out fear. So these are the tricks of the trade. You are a miracle. You are a miracle magician, and you can use these tricks of the trade. You can misdirect. The M, misdirection, redirection, focus, where we put our attention. This creates that magical manifestation. A, acting natural, acting as if, faking it till we make it. G, getting clear, making decisions about what we desire, what we want to experience. I, using our imagination. With C, confidence. This is my little acronym for you today. You are amazing. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I just think your existence is miraculous. I once looked at the statistics of how impossible life really is. How difficult it is just for the sperm to reach the egg, but then to develop the zygote and then create a personality and limbs and organs and dreams. Life is incredible. I watched a video the other day of a baby who was born 1 pound. And there was a 15-minute video showing the progress of her fighting for her life. And it was astounding. And at the end of the video, there's this healthy, big, fat baby, just gorgeous. There's a miracle of life. And it is you. Imagine that you were that small. You are a miracle. You are a miracle. A magical miracle. Oh, yeah. A miracle. You are a miracle. A magical miracle. Magical miracle. Yeah, 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 yeah. The magical miracle of life is personified perfectly in the story of Jesus. The story of this idea that we are all capable of resurrection. We are all capable of resurrection after crucifixion. If you know my story, you know that I moved across country to be the minister at this big church here in Asheville, and then I got fired right before the pandemic, and I got dumped. It was a big, big time for me. And out of it, I created House of Love and Light, which is my spiritual community online. A lot of you will come visit me over there, and you can always rewatch that, after you come to CCSA. But it has been the greatest miracle, the resurrection and the crucifixion in my life. And how many times have you been crucified and resurrected? That magic, that miracle of being born again in your life. So I ask you again, what are you paying attention to? Can you see the miraculous in the everyday? And can I practice the magic? Can I look just at my beautiful animals, see the miracle of love coming through their eyes? Can I put the toast in the toaster and see the magical miracle of the power that is plugged into the wall? Can I turn on my faucet and witness the miracle of the water running through? Thich Nhat Hanh says people usually consider walking on water or walking on thin air a miracle, but I think the real miracle is not to walk either on water or thin air, but to walk on earth. Every day we are engaged in a miracle that we don't even recognize. A blue sky, white clouds, green leaves, the black curious eyes of a child, our own 2 eyes. All is a miracle. That's from Thich Nhat Hanh. Am I able to live this way? And what it does is fosters that attitude of gratitude. And we know how we feel about gratitude in New Thought. It's part of our prayer. It's part of the fabric of these teachings. So bring up that gratitude. Vibrate at that gratefulness. We can find even joy in the pain. And when I think about that job that I lost, when my heart got broken, I focus on the gratefulness. Oh, you better believe that I looked at the experience as, painful. But I grew so much. And so many things came through me as a result of the pain. I got to be a minister of a big church for 6 months. The whole experience was wild. And I will say, Christy Snow encouraged me to go for it. And I try not to talk about it too much at this point because, it's over, it's the past. But I learned so much from it. So, I just want to bless and release all of those who, were involved with that situation with me, because I have found so much joy. And I wouldn't be here in Asheville if it weren't for that experience. So let's just pay attention to how sometimes the road can be twisty and turny, and sometimes, we can be a little bit, curiously a miracle. Sometimes we don't really understand why things are happening the way they are, but they're unfolding for the divine good. I believe that. So let's sing one more time. You are a miracle. You are a miracle. This moment is a miracle. You are a miracle. This moment is a miracle. Yeah. So wake to the gift of the moment of this life. You're a beautiful beam of precious love light. You got everything you need to succeed and rise high. You got the power inside. Ride waves of wonder and listen to the roar of the thunder as the rain pours down, smashing sorrow asunder. You have the most high love power inside you. You're precious, you're awesome, it's the divine truth. You got the magic in you. It's in every direction. It's where you place your attention. It's the space of conscious intention. We get to choose what we see, define our own reality by opening to the sweet trick of divinity. So act as if you got the rabbit in your hat, because imagination is where it's at. The miracle of the moment is so intense. So take a breath, have some faith, and get some confidence in God, because you are a miracle. You are a miracle. This moment is a miracle. You are a miracle. You are a miracle. This moment is a miracle. miracle. Yeah. And so it is. Kids, we see you, we hear you, we appreciate you, and we love you just the way that you are. Divine love, moving through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, for the good in my life. Thank you so much for having me this Sunday. I love you all so very much. And I know that we are all here at CCSA so grateful for all of your financial support. We give you the opportunity to give now, and we generously and gratefully receive. If you feel like you've been fed today, then it feels good to be a part of the reciprocity, the law of good. So we sing, I'm thankful, so grateful, I am one with the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful, I trust in God. I'm thankful, sing it with me. I'm thankful, so grateful, I am one with the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful, I trust in God. Then I surrender, we sing. I surrender, I surrender, I am one with the Spirit all around me. I surrender, I surrender, I trust in God. I'm thankful, come on. I'm thankful, so grateful, I am one with the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful, I trust in God. I trust in God. I trust in God. I trust in God. Yeah. I trust in God. And so I thank you again for this beautiful day together. And I know that I see a healing going on for each and every person. And I recognize and know that God is good right here and right now. And with great thanks, I know that all that is unfolding is perfect, exactly as it's happening. And for our time together, I say thank you. And I say thank you to the amazing songwriters who write all these beautiful songs that we sing, including Ricky Byers, who wrote that last one and who wrote this one here. And I ask you to sing this with me from your heart. And we say, and so it is. We know it's good, we call it good, and so it's good. We let the love wash over us. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy, we let the joy wash over us. We let it be. How about the peace? Come on. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be. We let the love. Join me singing. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. Have a wonderful week, and know that you are truly a miracle, and you are a magician able to create such magic in your life and in the world. Blessings. I love you. Bye-bye.